Good morning. My name is Michael. This is episode 2 campaign about legalizing marijuana. I hope you've listened to episode 1, which was a little bit introduction of myself, Michael. In later episodes, I will. That's a different topic, but it's something that I will at some point discuss and work on how to improve. But right now, there are bigger issues, which is the cost of living crisis, which isn't going away. I don't believe it's going to go away. I think it's going to get worse. You know, I was watching a movie last week. I won't name the movie. It's a science fiction movie, and it's about a future world who someone travels back into the past to the 21st century and drinking a cup of coffee in a normal Starbucks coffee. $5 for a cup of coffee. Now, you know, the English, the British, if you like, for some reason, I don't know if it's a millennial thing, but there's a generation of people who believe we live in a world where there's flying cars and transportation and teleportation, and it's not like that. The reality is, in the medical profession, they still use a syringe that they were using back in Florence Nightingale days. You know, it's, you know, the technologies that they use for medical science, it hasn't improved for over the last 100 years. That's the problem with services. It's in science we say after about 100 years, technology has to change. It has to evolve. Constitutions have to have the ability to evolve. We abide by the British Constitution, the Magna Carta, whatever that means. I know what that means. I'm not going to explain it here today now, but there's a fundamental reasoning why the country can't come away from that, you know, start a war to boost your economy. It's nonsense. You know, why are the British in the arms market? Let's ask that question. Why? I'm 51 years of age, and I have never known a decade without some form of war going on in the world. And I was born after the Second World War. I have no memory of the Second World War. I don't know anyone that partook or survived the Second World War. I don't know any of those people. Yet, 5 decades of my life has never known a decade where there hasn't been some kind of war. And it seems we, the British, are at the centre of it all. It's, you hear the Rishi Sunaks, you hear the Suella Bravermans, and you think, wow, what has our United Kingdom become? Yet, something as simple as marijuana or cannabis, we can't legalize. It's odd. It's odd. Marijuana, cannabis, whatever you want to call it, a fully regulated, legalized substance for medicinal purposes and social could generate potentially 1 trillion growth. Now, with the cost of living the way it is, and professionals such as the police, the NHS, bioservices, our armies, for being affected, trust me, it's not a good place to be, especially where there's conflicts in other countries, in other parts of the world. Never more has it been more important for us, the UK, to generate our own income, and it starts here. I think the marijuana industry can save the country and what we represent. I'm of the Bengal origin, but I was born here in England. I've never been to the Bengal. I don't know it. If I can't speak the language. I can understand the language. If someone was to speak to me in Bengali, I would understand it, but I wouldn't reply back in Bengali. I would struggle. There's no route for someone like me to go back to the Bengal. The Bengal doesn't exist anymore. What we know of Bangladesh is not the Bengal. My name's Michael, and I'm bringing you episode 2 of Legalizing Marijuana. Thank you for listening. This Sunday morning, it's glorious outside. It's It's been a good chat, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye.